Falcons Saints, one of the more underrated, fierce rivalries in the National Football League. Saints got a little bit exposed last week against the Eagles. This week they are catching 2.5 plus 115 on the money line. 42.5 is the total. As much as I'm down on the Falcons and as much as the Saints have looked the part early in the season, between the recent injuries to the offensive line for the Saints or the general health, and I guess even while they've been bad, the Falcons have started to put some things together. Probably should have beaten the Chiefs, and I think we're getting them at a discount here, Sean. My initial thought is, why aren't we getting 3 points here? Alvin Kamara banged up.
Yeah, because Caleb McGarry and Drew Dahlman, interior offensive linemen for the Falcons, are both out, and that's huge. If you can create interior pressure on Kirk Cousins, that's how you dominate Kirk Cousins. And I thought they did a very bad job game management, just everything. Like I thought they really struggled, and the Saints are kind of a quirky team. They're actually kind of better on the road versus home. They are one of the best ATS teams on the road, 33-19-1 ATS. They've been on a nice run, best road team against the spread in the NFL, and then second worst home team. So when in doubt, take the Saints on the road, fade them at home. I think this is a decent spot for them. I know they're going to be missing their center, but I do think they bounce back offensively.
They could be. It sounds like they're going to be missing their guard as well.
Yeah, I guess I'm not.
Didn't practice today.
I'm not as worried. They are getting Taysom Hill back, which is huge. And if you go to the flow chart, Ryan, Saints have just kind of owned the Falcons. They've won 10 out of the last 13. And I'm going to take them once again. Give me the Saints and the points.
Falcons also looking ahead to Thursday night.
Good reason to fade them.
Don't you think when the offensive line injuries happened last week, that was part of the like that sealed the deal? Like they weren't going to be able to run the ball on the Eagles front the rest of the game. I mean, I think that team was so reliant on this explosive run game, and like really we've seen them be in garbage time a lot this year. So if you exclude some of that, are they going to be able to pull that off here against the Falcons with the depleted offensive line? So
two things. To me, it was less injury related. It was Vic Fangio's adjustment, bringing the fifth guy up on the line, and them not having an answer on how to run block five guys. So if Kubiak. Now remember when Clint Kubiak was the new sexy coaching hire after 2 weeks?
Yep.
Already assistant coach of the year.
Yep.
How the mighty have fallen. I
Bill
don't think
Belichick did a whole breakdown about how babies are made, basically.
What?
No, if you watch Inside the NFL, he kind of was highlighting how the Shanahans and the Kubiak lineage crosses over by showing fathers and sons.
No, I think Kubiak's going to have an answer. I think Fangio did a good job of figuring out what to do to slow down the Saints team, and I think Saints are going to counter. I like them in this spot, so I'll take the Saints in the 2.5.
I'll lay the 2.5. Even though
that's what they say, always lay the 2.5.
You're not supposed to do that. And I think a lot of it is I wonder how good that stretch run game is going to work without your starting center and guard. It seems
and Atlanta really struggles to rush the passer. I think the Eagles were successful against Derek Carr because
with interior pressure.
Yeah, they don't have
the center went out.
They don't have Jalen Carter on that Falcons team.
I mean, that's a fair thing to say, but you might not need Jalen Carter against a backup center and a backup guard.
It's true.
And again,
I like the Saints D line better than the Falcons.
I get it. You just want to inflate the Eagles win.
No, I think the Saints, their performance offensively, they're going to bounce back.
No, they're definitely a bounce back spot there, but you could argue that perception may be down a little bit on Atlanta too, because they lost that game to the Chiefs. They got boned. The mysterious they took it away from Atlanta.